Hello beautiful people, I am the Writing Soul and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about something that you may or may not already know that I do. If you've been following me for a while, then you probably do know. And if you don't, and you haven't been following me for a while, click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Writing Soul. And also follow my blog, which I'll link down below because that's where I've talked about this before. Actually, I've talked about it before here as well. On both places. Just, click all the follows, click all the subscribes so we can stay in touch and communicate. But if you're wondering what the thing is, it's jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I have recently found a new jiu-jitsu home, so I'm going to be talking about some quick tips and tricks and all of those things that you need to know when you're looking for a gym, and especially if you're a newbie. I know that some people are a little bit new to Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Maybe you're a little apprehensive to start your journey, so this is just a little bit of a introductory video as to what to look for in a gym. So let's get into it. All right, so one is the schedule. Naturally, when you're going to be looking for a new jiu-jitsu gym, if you're new to an area or if you're just new to jiu-jitsu altogether, the first thing you're gonna do, just like everybody else, is go onto Google and look up where the closest gyms are to your vicinity as to where you live. And then once you're there and you're on their website, the first thing I say you need to do before you try to find the price is to look at their schedule. That is the most important thing, because it doesn't matter how inexpensive, how expensive that gym may be. If their schedule does not jive with your schedule, there's absolutely no point in you even trying out that gym. What types of classes are they offering? Are they offering as many as, like, let's say, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, gi or no gi, if you're looking for no gi? Do they have classes at a time that you can make it after work or after class? These are all things that are extremely important that you need to look at to make sure that you can actually make it to that jiu-jitsu class. 2 is size of the jiu-jitsu gym. So once the gym has passed that schedule test, it is now time to actually go and visit the place and see if the size is worth actually going there. This might not seem like it's all that important if it's a small gym or a big gym, but it actually is. And why is that, you may ask? Because you need adequate rolling space. You don't want to be bumping into people when you're rolling, or afraid you might bump into people. You don't want to have to be missing out on sparring and rolling because the gym is so tiny and so narrow that only like maybe two couple of people, 2 pairs can roll at the same time because there's not enough space. So then you just have to wait until somebody taps out and you go in. Then you're just missing out on sparring opportunities, and then that'll just negatively impact your training. 3 is cleanliness. This is absolutely important. When you go into a gym, you want to make sure it is spick and span. You do not want to walk into a gym and be like, am I just going to get a ringworm by walking in here? Like, I'm a little afraid. Like that, you don't want to get into that kind of situation. So when you go to the gym, make sure it's clean. Check out the bathroom, like restaurant, gym, what have you. If the bathroom's dirty, don't even. So check out the bathroom when you're there. If they have changing facilities, check out the changing facilities as well. Make sure that is all clean. And if need be, ask about what their mat cleaning looks like. Is it something that's done once a day, twice a day? After 1 or 2 classes, do they clean the mats again? These are all very important questions because you don't want to get ringworm. You don't want to get staph. Like, those are 2, like people in jiu-jitsu just get these things for some reason. I've never gotten it. Maybe ringworm once, like on my hand. But like, just a little hydrocortisone. You're fine. But you don't want it. And honestly, like, take care of yourself. But you do that, 1, by making sure the gym is clean. And 2, by showering after every single jiu-jitsu session. Like, granted, you want the gym to be clean so that it minimizes any kind of potential risk. But at the same time, everybody's sweating on top of each other. So you want to make sure that you shower immediately after training. 4 is goal alignment. If you are just starting out, this may not apply to you. However, if you are super driven, super sure of the fact that you want to do jiu-jitsu, or if you've been training for a while, if you're looking for a gym or looking for a new gym, make sure that you take some time to assess what it is that you want to achieve on this journey. Do you want to get that promotion right away onto the next stripe, the next belt? Are you looking to just learn? Are you looking to compete? These are all things that you need to have in mind when you're looking for a gym. Once you have this goal in mind, when you're in the gym and you're visiting and you're talking to the people who run it, if you're talking to the owner, the instructor, Ask the related questions. How often do you promote? What does that look like? Do you have a ceremony once or twice a year? Or do people get their blue belt on a random Tuesday? You know, what does the support look like when it comes to competition? If you want to compete, is there the adequate support for that? What is their competition history? Do they tend to win competitions to begin with? Is it a competition heavy school? If so, do you need to compete in order to promote? That's another huge thing that I personally, I don't particularly care for it that much, because not everybody is looking to compete, but that's something to ask. Whether you want to compete or not, that's something to ask. Like, do I need to compete in order to get my next belt? Because if you do, maybe that's not for you, but maybe if they tell you, yeah, you need to compete, bring me a medal, and you're like, yeah, awesome, I do that in my sleep. So then, you know, it's the gym for you. But these are all important questions you need to be asking. 5, honestly, I think 5 is the most important one, so listen up, people. 5 is the most important one at the end of the day, and that is the people themselves. The people who are in this gym day in and day out. The people that you're going to be training with every Tuesday and Friday, or more than that on Saturday morning when you show up to, you know, open mat. These are the people you're going to be giving your body to for them to practice arm bars and how to, like, break somebody's elbow. Like, these are very important things when it comes to training. What exactly is important about the people at these places? That they're not a-holes. That is the most important thing. Like, you need, when you go into a gym and it's, you know, the schedule's great, the size is good, it's clean, you know, everything's sounding pretty good, the goals are aligning pretty well, and then you go onto the mat, you test out 1 or 2 classes, maybe they give you a free week and you're there. Now it's the time to assess the people. Are these people cool? Can you talk to them easily? Or if you're like me, you're introverted, do they leave you alone enough? You know, things like that. And then when you're sparring with these people, are they trying to actually break my arm? There are certain gyms that do that. There are gyms, unfortunately, that foster this mentality and culture of you submit to hurt. And even though these gyms exist, I avoid them. And if you're just starting out, I suggest that you avoid them too. But if you go into a gym and you're like, yeah, I train to hurt, then go find your gym. But, you know, I train with the premise of I want to do this for the rest of my life, so I'm not trying to break all of my joints, and also keep it playful, and we're all just there to learn. So when you're checking out these gyms, make sure you can drive with the people too, and they're not training to hurt. Alright guys, that is today's video. Let me know if you liked it, if you've done jiu-jitsu before. Do you agree with my like 5 key things to look for when you're looking for a gym? If not, let me know in the comments down below what you look for, or if, you know, if in addition to all of these things you also look for something else, let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you agreed with me. And quick update before I forget, it is December 1st, so I am doing Vlogmas on my blog channel. If you watched my latest video, I talked about it, but in case you missed it, I want to let you guys know here too that I'm doing Vlogmas on TheWritingSolblogs.com. So every single day from today to December 25th on Christmas, how did I almost forget that? I'm going to be coming out with a new blog post every day for you guys to read and be festive and maybe learn a cool recipe and all that stuff and still be healthy and fit during Christmas, and you know, it's just fun stuff. I'm being fun, so go check it out. I'm gonna link my blog in the comments down below or in the description box down below, and while you're on my blog, follow me and then also subscribe here, so we can, you know, stay in touch. Alright guys, I will be seeing you on Tuesday, but if you're on my blog, I'm gonna have new stuff every day, so I'll see you later. Bye.